I'll tell you a story. It's kind of a cute story about Rocky. Back when Rocky, just turning off my heat here on my stove because I was boiling the water for my dishes. I'll tell you a story about Rocky. When Rocky was small, when Rocky wasn't much more than a kitten, really, I had a friend who I used to help in his shop and so on. He was a mechanic. He was a retired mechanic, but he still did some work at home or whatever, And he got hired to repair a school bus, get an old 72-passenger Bluebird school bus into shape so it could be safetied and put on the road. And what it was is it was going to be a thing for hunters. These people who owned the bus, these men, they were hunters. They used to go up north moose hunting. And that's what they wanted this bus for. They were going to drive up there, and they were going to live in the bus, and so on. They had a trailer they pulled behind the bus so that they could bring a moose if they got one back on the trailer, Anyway, I helped my friend get the bus ready. We spent about 2 weeks working on this bus, redoing the brakes and different things like that, getting it into ship shape so that it would be a good, reliable bus to take up north, and also so that it would pass a safety check so that it could legally be on the road. Anyway, he got invited with these people to go moose hunting with them. So he went, and while they were up there, they got a moose. Anyway, they did get a moose. And they brought it back to the to the garage there, to the shop where we worked. And we had a kind of a block and tackle, a chain hoist type thing that hung from a rafter in the ceiling. Now this shop had a high roof. This wasn't a small shop, And that moose, we hung the moose up by its rear legs from this block and tackle chain hoist device that we used to use to pull engines out of cars and stuff. And anyway, we had it hung up there. Well, its rear end was practically at the ceiling, at the highest of the chain hoist could go, and its head was laying on the floor. Its head was laying on its side on the floor. That's how big this moose was. And I couldn't tell you now what distance it was, but I mean, we could drive a 5-ton moving van into that shop and still have lots of clearance from the roof of the box to the girders, to the ceiling girders. Like a lot. I could probably stand on the roof of the box, and I'm 5'9" of a 5-ton, like a truck. I could probably stand on that, and put my arm straight up, and I still wouldn't be able to reach the girders. So it was you have no idea how big a moose is until you actually have to deal with one. Anyway, we skinned it and everything, and it had changed for helping out with the skinning and butchering of it and everything. I got a share of the moose meat. And I'll tell you right now, I think moose meat is Rocky's favorite thing in the world. Oh, I'm reaching my video size limit here for some reason. Okay, well, it's going to cut out. I'll tell you the rest of the story after I purge the phone some more.